Today's responsorial psalm, God is with us, is a great reminder of the reality of God's presence. And it caused me to relive Saturday's veneration of St. Andre's heart, a poignant meditation by Father Joman during Eucharistic adoration, and the culmination with a beautiful healing mass. From where I was able to stand, it was an amazing sight. There were people of all ages, nationalities, and parishes, united in a heartfelt prayer for their loved ones and for themselves. God's universal offer of love and healing was so strikingly present in St. Joseph's Chapel. One friend wrote that immediately upon entering the chapel, they felt a movement of the Spirit that was so palpable and uplifting. They went on to say that it was evident that each person that was present was there out of a desire to be close to God and out of a faith that miracles, big and small, can and really do happen. This friend ended by saying, "My strength is usually waning by 4:00, the time of your Mass. But on that day, I felt energized well into the evening." Those of us who could be there were blessed to be there, for God was with us, just as God is with each of us right now. Let that sink in for a moment. Our loving God is with us. He's watching, he's listening, both to our spoken prayers as well as our inner thoughts and every one of our emotions. At times it's so easy to get caught up in where we've come from, where we need to go next, and what we have to decide, as well as the people and the objects around us. And this is why we need to be reminded and why we need to rejoice in God's presence. It's a little like if you were to walk into a room and not realize someone you respected and loved was there. You could walk around, you could talk with others, maybe even find yourself with strangers and say nothing, or perhaps even literally be alone in that room, all without seeing the person that you would have most wanted to see. Sometimes we need a reading, like the one from the prophet Ezekiel, where people of many cities were seeking the Lord because they heard that he was with the Jewish people. We need this reminder that by virtue of our baptism, God is with us at all times, in the joyful, in the sorrowful, even in the boring times, that God is with us. This message, this reality, is not meant for us alone, but it is to be shared with our family, our friends, our neighbors. And we can begin to do this simply by asking our families, our friends, if we can pray for them. Everyone has got something going on, something they're dealing with. Just last night, I was in the pharmacy waiting in line about 9:00 at night, and I heard a young father telling the pharmacist he had to take his son to Boston for a specialist doctor's appointment in the morning, and he was stressed. As he looked around, I caught his attention, and I offered to pray for his son, whose name is Anthony. I told him to tell his boy that I and we would pray for him today. His appearance changed as he smiled widely and said thank you as he left. Something so simple, something doable. My brothers and sisters, if we believe and we experience that God is with us, then we are meant to spread this truth by caring enough to take the extra moment to be aware of the needs of the people around us, beginning in our homes. And with each compassionate expression of our faith, not only do we grow closer to God, but we lead others closer to Him. It's when we do this, it's when we humbly, with God's grace, participate in connecting ourselves to God and others, that we more deeply experience that God is at work through and within each of us in the ordinary and the extraordinary moments of life. My brothers and sisters, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to show your faith. Do not hesitate. If someone sees your belief in God and wants to go with you as you follow Jesus, whether it is in prayer, a mass, confession, or any other grace-filled moments, live like God is with you, because He is.